Hey everyone, I am in the car again, and today we are going to be doing some thrifting. And today I'm just gonna kind of take it a little easy. I'm not gonna stress about a time limit. I'm not gonna stress about having to find a lot of stuff. At the moment, I'm not in dire need of inventory, so I'm just gonna have fun. I need a good, just chill day to myself, and I love thrifting, so what better way to just decompress than do something I really enjoy. So that's what we're gonna do today, and we're gonna put a little twist on it, and we are going to do a little challenge, and we're gonna look for items that the brand begins with the letter A. I have a little list. I will insert it here of what I'm gonna be looking for, slash just some different categories of what's easy to find, what I have not found, Bolo brands, and just some things that I have found already that I've already sold. But we are at Salvation Army and we are gonna head in. So right off the bat, I am showing you one of those brands, American Rag. I am starting out in the boutique section where all the coats are and just kind of seeing what I can find. Here is Anne Klein, so I'm trying to show you the tag there. They wanted $40 for this coat. It was really nice though. And here's some on the ground, so I'm just going to take a quick peek, see what's over here. Nothing interesting. Just giving you a quick little peek to see what the boutique section looks like, which is usually the first section I go to. I did find this coat. I believe it's in Beauty of Korea or something like that. It ended up not being anything, so I left it behind, but I did put it in my cart originally. And then here I'm just going through the little activewear rack. So I'm going through all of the leggings, and I find some Athleta for $15. I do end up passing on those. I actually end up finding a lot of Athleta here. Some of these you can tell are a lot older. So yeah, just going through the shirts and jackets. Oh, here's more Athleta. That seemed to be kind of a similar age as the other one. Here's a different Athleta tag. So yeah, just tons and tons of Athleta. Sometimes I get lucky and I find a good piece. Also Adidas. Everywhere I look, I find that brand as well. A more common brand that I find at the thrift store. Here's more Athleta. And yeah, just keep looking through. I do find this Express cobalt blue sweater that I end up going back and looking at and inspecting because I was considering picking it up. I think possibly the color tag of the day during this trip was yellow, which is this item was yellow, so I was considering it, but I ended up leaving it behind. Okay, now let's go back to the rack and see what other goodies we can find, or if there are any other brands that start with the letter A. And here's another Adidas. I was just showing you that, showing you the pricing, kind of giving you an idea. Again, more Adidas, so a lot of repeats here. But that's okay. I just kind of wanted to share the kinds of things that I'm finding. I do end up grabbing that and putting it in my cart. I can't remember what it was, but I don't end up actually taking it home. But yeah, just kind of looking. I was also looking for myself here. And then we are moving on to the tops. I'm finding a lot of Ann Taylor. All of those were Ann Taylor. I do typically find a lot of that brand at this thrift store. So just some common things. I feel like if I could find a good niche in that brand, I'd be good because again, I find it a lot. I had pulled a couple of things while I was looking to show you, so I just kind of compiled them in my cart and just showing you the labels right now. That one I did actually end up picking up that sweater. I do find some Abercrombie and Fitch. I feel like sometimes I don't know which items from that brand to pick up and which not to, so I did end up passing on that one. I did pick up this suede skirt. Hopefully that'll be listed soon if it's not already. And then here's another brand that I find every now and then as well, but it's not really a pickup for me. Now I'm going through another rack in the boutique section. Usually, oh, here's Alex Evenings. I do find that every now and then as well, and sometimes it can be a pickup, but a lot of times I find that it's not. I also find this blazer, Austin Reed. I've never heard of that brand. I did end up picking that one up as well. Um, but yeah, I usually do find some good stuff on this rack, so that's why I like to make sure I check here. I also found this really cute sweater, but as you can see here in a minute, it is destroyed. Like that sleeve is totally cut. It's so sad because that would have been really cute. I may have even gotten it for myself. Let's see, what else can I find here? I think I found this cardigan that I was debating on. Again, just for me, I do like to look for myself as well when I'm scouring the racks. This one was from Ann Taylor. I decided to put it back eventually, yeah. But yeah, just gonna keep searching through, see if I can find any goodies. I probably should have picked this up. It was their soft line and it was like a leopard kind of print. I did end up putting it in my cart, but I put it back later on. I wish I would have just took it home, but I didn't. Here's an Anne Klein shirt. I do find a lot of Anne Klein as well, a lot of like mall brands. Here are some blazers that I go ahead and look through. Usually they have some really nice blazers in this section, but I don't think I found any that I wanted to take home because they were just priced up a little bit too much for me to resell. But yeah, they do have some pretty good brands in here. I think I show you a couple of them up close. There's a Sag and Harbor, Talbot's, Chico's. Here is Rebecca Taylor. Is that a good brand to pick up? Let me know down below if that is something you would have left behind or not. Apostrophe, I don't know anything about that brand, so I did just leave it behind. I should have actually just looked it up, but usually I do, but this time I, for some reason, just didn't feel like it. Here's a lot of polka dots, so I looked through that. I feel like that's kind of trending right now. Here's a look at my cart after just being in the boutique section. I do end up going through my cart and I put items up here. Articles of Society is also a brand that I find a decent amount of from this thrift store. So yeah, just kind of going through. Oh, I found ATM, which I don't remember if I put this on my list of things to look out for, but definitely I feel like was more of a higher brand that I could be looking out for the letter A. I also found this Anthropology new tags, but they wanted too much for it, so I did end up leaving that one behind. Again, I use this rack to kind of sort through. A New Day, always finding that. I do kind of look for that for myself sometimes. So yeah, here's just a different view of the boutique section. And here's my cart and what I ended up getting and taking home with me that day. Salvation Army wasn't too bad. I didn't find a lot of A brands. I found a lot of like duplicates, as you can see. Like I showed you multiple of the same brands. I actually stopped showing you after a while because it's just finding the same things over and over, same brands over and over. I did find a couple of brands. I just didn't have my camera out, so I found like Aeropostale and what is it, ANA, which I believe is JCPenney's and things like that. So I did find a couple of things, but nothing else that was on my list. So there was that. I did pick up some items to also bring to Plato's Closet because that is what I'm trying to do going forward. I did kind of look to see what they were looking for, so I'm going to try and specifically source based on what they are wanting. And see if that helps. Because I didn't find a whole lot of like A brands to share with you, and I don't think I found a single Bolo, I am going to my local thrift shop and we are going to try this again. Not sure how much footage I'm going to be able to get here, but we're going to see how it goes and hopefully I can find some more brands, different brands for you. I don't know. Let's see. So after going through the dress section at the local thrift store, I compiled some that I found, again, that start with the letter A. So here I'm just kind of going through and showing you all of the brands that I found. Some I've heard of, some I have not. Some I looked up, some I also did not. I just decided to leave them. But yeah, I just wanted to show you kind of even more brands that are out there. Let me know if I am skipping over anything. Should I have picked any of these up? Let me know down below. Would you have, or do you like wearing any of these brands? Like, do you like the styles from them and things like that? All right, let's go back and look through the rest of the dresses just in general. Here's another A New Day. I think I showed you a shirt from that brand, from the Salvation Army clips. But yeah, just kind of looking through the dresses. It's one of my favorite sections to look through at this thrift store. So let's just dig through and see what we can find. I don't think I'm actually showing you the brands very well in this clip, so apologies for that. But you can kind of at least get an idea for the colors, the prints, and things of what I am finding. So let's keep looking. Onto the pants / jeans section of this store, which is actually my second favorite spot to look here. And as long as no one else is in the aisle, that's typically where I will go after looking at dresses. I'm not sure that I actually found any pants during this trip, but I did kind of look through everything. As you can see, I actually take my time a little bit more looking through the pants just because I feel like I can't always see the labels as easily as going through the dresses. So yeah, just kind of taking my time here, but not having a whole lot of luck. So I'll just let you watch me flip through everything. I actually did not film an outro for this video or during this day, so I'm going to end it off here in just a second. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you liked this kind of different take on my thrifting with me. And if you have any good brands that you look out for that start with the letter A, let me know down below. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Bye.